It's Hack Yeah. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts. Hack what, hack yeah.
Welcome back to Hack Yeah, the podcast where smart professionals stop spinning their wheels and start working smarter.
Oh yeah.
All right, where micro innovations create macro results. I'm Kim King, the Pathfinder.
And I'm Gary Kam, the code breaker. And today we're gonna start off with something different. I want to talk about something on our desk. So Kim, what is on your desk?
Oh man, see, I thought you were gonna talk about yours first because Wonder Woman, what can't she do? This is my favorite superhero who can do just about anything and everything. So,
Amen.
love her.
Awesome. Yep. So for me, I have my Iron Man, and that is actually, if you check out our website, you will see our superhero is actually Wonder Woman for Pathfinder, Iron Man for Gary Kam for the Codebreaker. And the reason why Iron Man is because I'm a nerd, I'm a techie guy, and it totally matched because
Yes, it does.
Tony Stark is hacking his way through life to make this amazing suits to defeat the bad guys, right? So I'm making a bunch of like cool tools to defeat the bad guys in the data world. And it has a lot of tie with today's episode too. So,
All right.
yep. So this is where we, today's episode is something that I'm really excited about because we finally get to talk about the automation in real life that can really help you, Hackster, to do your day-to-day.
Your favorite. But not the throw about at everything,
No.
right? Kind of automation. We're talking about thoughtful, targeted hacks based on one question. Where's the real pain point?
Yes, exactly. And how to find the real pain point, I have a secret tips for you. It's called SIPOC. And SIPOC is not a villain in an Avenger movie. It sounds like one, it's not a robot. SIPOC stands for Supplier, Input, Process, Output, Customer. So SIPOC, alright? It sounds fancy, but it's just a smart way to really map out your full workflow and figure out where your actual friction is.
So for someone who's new to SIPOC, how do you explain it?
Simple. So start by asking who gives you the info. That is your supplier, S, right? Second, what are they giving you? What type of information they're giving you? That's your input. Then third is what are you doing with it, the information that you got. And that is your process. I'm processing the information. Then the fourth one is what are the final products that you are producing, and that is the outcome. And who is waiting for your product? That is your customer. So once you have that mapped out, guess what? It is very easy to see where the bottleneck is and your manual repeat work is hiding.
All right, and once you find that weak link, you don't just fix it, you automate it.
Amen and bingo, yes.
All right, let's get into the good stuff. Hack number one was one pain point almost every professional deals with.
Oh, this is definitely number one in the entire world is copy and pasting. Who out there, Hackster, didn't do copy and pasting? If you didn't do copy and pasting, you probably didn't work at all, I would say. People are still out there opening spreadsheets and manually copying data from one file to another every day.
All right, guilty. Been there. Still there. It feels faster in the moment, but it's a trap, right?
Totally. And you mentioned guilty. Do not feel guilty out there, Hackster. If you are one of them, it's okay because a lot of people is like you doing that. And I'm just here to showing you the way to break that cycle. So instead of copy and pasting from 10 reports every Monday, to another 10 reports, it's like, so every Monday use Power Query, the get data feature. You can connect directly to your source file from Excel into with inside your SharePoint, and then you can be a little bit more fancy using SQL if you really want to tap into that area. Then anytime the data updates, you just have to hit a refresh button. No more manual steps, no mistakes, no waste of time.
A huge win.
Yes.
And it's like giving yourself a mini robot that handles all the annoying steps.
Yep. Exactly. And the best part is, once you build it, you can reuse it forever, Kim.
Right.
Time invest upfront equals time saved every day afterward. And that's another part coming up soon too, so.
Ooh. And it's one thing to talk about it, another to actually see it. So here's a quick demo showing how you can build it once, then just refresh and go.
All right, hack one. It is copy and paste. How do you counter copy and pasting? If you have Excel, if you go in under the data tab, there is another sub tab called get data. And within here, there is a lot of options, overwhelmingly options that might scare you, but they're all just different connections. They have over 300 connections. So it should be able to connect to anything that you have other than like company ERP system. So if you go to from file, very simple. The most basic connection is from files and from Excel workbook. Okay, click on that. It will open up a screen to ask you where are you connecting that file from. And I'm going to just use my Hack Yea automation part files. And I'm going to say I'll connect to a Hack Yea sales to 2025. So this is my base file, right? And this is very important. You have to find the base file that you want to connect with. And that file in the future, you have to just basically save it at the same name with more new information, and you'll be fine. And again, I'm showing you the most basic piece of connecting. So right now, I know that my sheet is sheet 1, and you can see that when you click on sheet 1, it gives you the information already. And then I can just go ahead and do load to or load or transform data. But today, I'm just going to do load actually, because that's the most simple setup for everyone. So when you do load, it automatically would take in the data sets to show you the data that you saw earlier. There's, again, the different option give you many different things. But here's the power. So again, you remember that I saved the file as Hack Yea sales 2025, right, with only June data. So let's just say that I am in July now, and I'm going to save over that file. So go to Hack Yea sales 2025, right, save it as that file. Save as, and so replace it. Yep, okay. And then you're like, okay, I'm done. Just close it out. So now in this Hack Yea automation hack one that we just did the connection with, all you need to do is click on data and refresh all. Check this out. Boom, July showed up. And that's it. So think about if you are doing copy and pasting just for that, you no longer have to do copy and pasting. You just have to save the file into the folder, the same name, convention, and that's it.
All right, let's talk about the next one. I know a lot of people, especially in supply chain, where we're from here, finance and reporting, live and die by VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP. Some people out there are saying, what the heck is that? All right, Excel, what's the better way?
So it's funny. I think most of the people out there is only know about VLOOKUP. HLOOKUP and XLOOKUP is already considered more advanced Excel formulas, which is great to use if you're there. Don't feel guilty if you're using it. But the counter offer on that is to merge function in Power Query.
Ooh, say more, Gary, say more.
So with merge, you're basically doing what VLOOKUP does, but cleaner, faster, and way more stable. No more dragging formula across 500 rows that you always do every day. No more like putting that NA drama equation up there because your information doesn't match, and no more concatenation. If you are doing concatenation every day because you have to merge that data set, no more doing that. Even it might be fun for some people to do concatenation. I know some people enjoy doing that. Sorry, you shouldn't need to do it. And if you are lookup, and if your lookup table needs to be updated, no need to recopy any formula. Like if you have increased more rows, you have to drag it down. You don't have to do that anymore. You just have to refresh that query.
All right, so it's not just more efficient, it's also less fragile, right?
Yes, for sure. I think less fragile is an understatement. I think it's very solid once you build this. And it's scalable, Kim. It's very powerful. And if you are joining across multiple data source, merging handles that too.
All right, Hacksters, if you're still building your empire on VLOOKUP, It's time for renovation.
Amen to that. Let's show you what that looks like in real life, because the talk that I just had, you might be like, what are you talking about? Here's a quick before and after of this hack in actions.
All right, Hackster, this is hack number 2, Vlookup replacement using merge function. So using the same data sets that we were doing in hack 1, I did actually included a new column of data sets in previous hack 1. So when I refresh it, it should show a company name too now, because our data is more complex than just a region usually. Now I'm gonna give you a bonus hack in here. It's a hack 2.1. There I created another table. So usually when you do VLOOKUP, you need 2 tables, right? You're trying to merge in some information from a different table. So I have another tab that has the region, company, and a rep. So you got Susan, Gary, Kim, right? That Susan take care of Central, Costco, and Gary take care of East side, but Costco only. Kim does all Walmart and East and West, right? Type of thing. And I want to take the rep and put it into this raw database that is without any rep names on it, right? So VLOOKUP is very simple. You can probably do it in 15 seconds to do a VLOOKUP statement. But the trick here is you have to do a concatenate too, right? So in your old world, you got to do concatenate between region and company, and then to get the rep. But here's the power of Power Query. So the hack bonus 2.1 is that when you right click on a table, you can actually get data from table here when you right click on any table. And when you do that, it actually automatically take that table and send it into Power Query for you where you were doing more editing work. And now you can see the table. So here's the powerful merge function. So now that you have 2 tables in here, the first one is actually our raw data set, and then the second one is our table. So now when you bring it in, there's a function called merge query right here, right under the home tab, merge query. When you click on merge query, it will open up a screen saying that, all right, so you are on your sheets 1 and you want to merge. What do you want to merge against? And you can select the table, and I select table 2, which is what I created. And now you have a choice to kind of like to do what column you want to match against, right? So I want the region, company, and all I have to do is to hold down to the control key to select company, and you can see that I want to merge against region first, company second. So on the table, same thing, region first, company second, and you can see that I have a 3-for-3 match, right? And say okay. And when you click OK, it will give you another new column with like tables only. But that little icon right here that says it looks like an expansion icon. When you click on the expansion icon, you can select what to bring in. So I'm gonna just bring in the rep, and then I don't want to have the original column name as prefix because like it will give you this long column header, and I don't want that. And say okay. And hack 2 is done. You got the Kim, Susan, Kim, and you notice that Gary is not there because Gary doesn't take care of Walmart East or West. He only takes care of Costco East, but we don't have anything for Costco East because Gary doesn't work. Peace out.
All right, so last one for today. But before I get into it, I just want to say that I know this is a more technical episode,
Yep.
so we'll kind of interject these from time to time into our podcast.
Podcast.
The video.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Alvin.
for changing podcast to podcast.
Right. So we'll interject these within the podcast. But for those leaders out there that don't do the hands-on anymore, forward this on to your staff.
Oh,
we
yes.
need to go ahead and forward it on. All right. Anyway, so here's the last one for today. I think this is going to hit home for a lot of folks. What about those monster workbooks filled with SUMIF formulas and crazy logic?
All right, so this one I'm gonna be honest. This is mainly I'm looking at you, the hackster that is in the financial world, because most of the spreadsheet that I see, the monster SUMIF statement, is from finance. I don't know why, but if you are in that camp, it's okay. I can help you. If your Excel file looks like a spaghetti factory of SUMIF, which I think you know what I'm talking about, financial people. Here's your next move. Use pivot and unpivot in Power Query.
Unpivot. Wait a minute. I've never even used that. So what is that?
Exactly, right? You only heard about pivot
Pivot,
table. There's
right.
no such thing as unpivot table because unpivot is not a table. Unpivot is a function. It's how you clean messy table into clean rows. So let's say your file has months as a column and then region as a row, right? And it gives you a very good view because like you can see all the region and then all the months, like across the table, nice looking table. But it's terrible for analysis because people's like, well, I need to get all this region into the months in the graph. So it doesn't read well. Unpivot flips into a format that actually is very database friendly.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And then pivot lets you rebuild the data the way you want it.
Yep, exactly. So you just go from a tangle of formulas to a clear dynamic table that updates itself. It's cleaner, faster, and way less likely to break when something happens.
And you don't have to be a data scientist to do this stuff, right?
Yep, no, I am not a data scientist. I did not study data scientist, so yes, heck no, you don't need to be a data scientist. You just have to be tired of wasting time. And who is not tired of wasting time? These are learn once, use forever kind of hacks.
All right, for all the visual learners out there, once again, check this out. This is what the old way versus the hacked way looks like.
Yep.
All right, hack 3. How to counter some if statements. In the finance world, you often have data sets that look like this, right? The one that we've been working on. The month is across the table that looks visually present, right? It's easy to work with, seems like, but then like it often costs them to do some if statement to say, hey, like if I want to add up everything that was region East, that is Kim, that is for Walmart, and for this month, something like that, right? And some if it's just very well used in the financial world. But if you want to use it so that you can easily use calculate in a dashboard, there's another way to counter that, and it's called Unpivot. And I'm going to show you the power of Unpivot using the same data sets that we've been working on. So here we got the data sets, and I want the region, company, and rep to stay the same in the same structure. So what I do is just highlight the columns that I want to stay. And that's the reason why, because when you use the unpivot function, if you look at the code, it will make it more dynamic for you because like the code will only record the column that you don't want to change, that never changes. But if you recorded the January to July, when August come, your code is gonna break. So that's why I often use unpivot other columns. But here's the power of this. When you do unpivot other columns, see what happened. You can see that all the region, company, rep didn't change, but the row increases because all the header from January to July now become a column. And you have a way better data structured table that you can work with. In my opinion, this type of formats always is a better format to do different calculations when you go into the visual of Power BI. So once you have the unpivot done, all you have to do is to click out, right? Click out, and then again close and load. And when you close and load, it automatically will throw your data into this format, and you can use it however you want it. And the cool thing about this is, like going back to hack 1, if you have a new set of data, so let's just say that I have August data sets, and think about how powerful this is. All right, so let's say I have August data, right? I'm just gonna manually type it in right there, but this is where you counter the copy and pasting and just say, I don't know, 1,000, 10,000, 6,500, and then 8,000. All right, August is a bad month. Save it. All right, so pretend that this was a new data set. And now if you look at this, I can just go to data. I uploaded my latest data for August, refresh, boom, your August data, the 3 extra row will show up automatically. Boom, look at that. Just like that. And I'm done. So hopefully these hacks help you. And again, if you have any questions related to the 3 hacks that I showed you, or the 3.5 hacks that I showed you, please leave me comments. I will answer it, or check out all the details, other YouTubers that is doing all this amazing work in helping people to get better with the day-to-day calculation and formulas. So stay tuned.
So let's connect it back. This isn't just about saving 5 minutes here and there. It's about buying back your bandwidth.
Oh yes. If you spend 4 hours automating something that saves only 30 minutes every week, you just got the time back forever, right? But it might not sound it might not make sense to spend the 4 hours up front, but if you think about the 30 minutes over the many weeks, 52 weeks, that's a lot of saving.
That's a lot of savings. That's time you can spend building, thinking, resting, or actually doing your job.
And resting is very important.
That is.
I use it for resting for a lot. So automation isn't about just doing less. It's about freeing yourself up to do better work or resting.
All right, hacksters out there, what's one small process you could automate this week? Drop it in the comments or tag us on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and if you have any question, leave it in the comments. I will answer you. So I will get back to you with the hacks that will fit you. And if you are trying one of these Power Query hacks, let us know how it goes too. We are building a smarter way, smarter work culture together.
Yeah, so. Gary's actually, he loves this, helping others build, rebuild things. So when he says reach out to me, reach out to him. I mean, don't flood him down, everybody, but reach out to him. He'll help you out here.
Yeah, but before we end, right? Thank you again for the backstage staff, Dominique and Aiden in the backstage. We cannot do it without you. And also thank you for everybody that have subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, and I noticed that a lot of you guys haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Join our community on LinkedIn, Facebook, and also check out our website www.hackyea.com.
All right, building that smart work culture together now. Come on, guys.
Yep.
Until next time.
Heck
yeah!
It's Hack Yeah. We're breaking the mold. Code breakers here dropping gems of gold. From boardroom plays to cubicle hacks, we crack the code so you don't fall flat.
And I'm the Pathfinder, clearing the way, helping you rise up every work day. From first jobs to next level tracks, we teach what works, no fluff, just facts.